This is 95.3 Business Now.
Welcome back to Business Now. Two cryptocurrency exchanges, Quedax and Busha, received a provisional license or approval in principle from the Nigerian Securities and Exchange Commission late last week. The licenses were granted as part of the SEC's Accelerated Regulatory Incubation Program. Well, joining me now on the line for more context on this latest development is Adedapo Shodikbo. He's the CEO of Siapa and Blockterium, which is a blockchain and AI solution companies. Good morning to you, sir. Great having you on the show.
Yeah, good morning, Aramide. Thanks for inviting me. And I'm excited to speak to you.
Well, indeed. So give me your view on the licensing of digital asset exchanges and other providers in the SEC Regulatory Incubation Program.
It's something that is very, very good, and it's a step in the right direction. If we can remember vividly, one of the pillars of campaign promises when this administration was looking to come into power was that they're looking to embrace blockchain solutions as well as crypto asset based and new technologies and things such as Internet of Things in a more positive way and a more positive direction. Even the Lagos state government did use that they want to create Lagos as one of the kind of crypto hubs, blockchain hubs, and it's a step in the right direction, basically. And it's good that they've decided to pursue these incubation period for a number of these securities, a number of these crypto exchanges, which is not only going to be beneficial to the exchanges, to the customers as a whole, because the old customer base that are interested, especially the Gen Zs and the younger generations, they're interested in these feedback from the government, in this direction. It also allows the Securities and Exchange Commission to learn a lot about that space, right? Because it's something that is basically new to them. Yeah, so it's a step in the right direction.
All right. What are the regulatory imperatives that these digital asset managers need to adhere to, in order to protect investors?
There's a number of them. The major one is to make sure that the customers' funds are very safe. That's one thing that Security and Exchange Commission doesn't take lightly. Also making sure that they're educating the customers in terms of the risk of investing in some of these crypto assets and what those crypto assets are all about. And apart from that, they also have to make sure that they are adhering to the required anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism finance requirements that is expected. Then also, in addition to that, they have to make sure that every cybersecurity side of things is being adhered to, so their systems is safe, basically, and also customers' data are actually protected and well protected. And those are the things that they have to make sure that they're doing, and also there will be a number of regular reporting back to the Security and Exchange Commissions on those things, which is good.
Do you
because it provides guidelines.
Do you think the latest move of digital asset managers licensing, do you think this will influence Nigeria's position in the global cryptocurrency ecosystem?
Yes, definitely, because there's a number of benefits to using digital assets, especially within trade. And as we know, Nigeria is one of the top trade countries, not only in Africa, but in the world. And we can do a lot of settlements with some of these digital assets. So it basically puts us in a good position. As you can see, Russia is looking to adopt digital assets and cryptos and also facilitate a number of international trade activities using these assets. So it puts Nigeria in a very, very good position, right? And it's a step in the right direction. And kudos to the Securities and Exchange Commission as well as the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for pursuing this in a timely manner as well.
So being that this is your domain, you're a professional, what other developments are you watching closely, in relation to the digital asset industry?
That's correct. We always in this space. We're trying to learn more. One of the things we're still going to be looking for them to provide major guidance to is how those incubation periods are performing, basically. They also still need to consider things such as lower barriers to entry, because it's kind of an evolving state sector, and they want to encourage good companies as much as possible to promote adoption. And if the fees and things like that is very high, that will actually discourage a lot of the barriers into entry, will be very difficult. And as much as possible, we know that recently the CBN redid the e-Naira initiative, and so we want to see how Securities and Exchange Commission start pushing things such as stablecoin regulation, and also how the tax treatment of some of these digital assets, and also making sure that some of these things are in line with global regulatory practices, standards as well.
All right, Adedapo Shodipo, the CEO of Siapa and Blockterium, which are blockchain and AI solution companies. Thank you for those insights this morning on Business Now. Do have a great day ahead.
No problem. Thank you, Ramide, and do have a great day.
All right, you too. Well, let's return to the market street for a review of our first trading day on Broad Streets and across other African frontiers. So starting first, well, of course, with the equities here in the Nigerian equities market, kicking off the week and the new month on a positive note with a notable boost driven by strong demand for Oando shares and other big banking names. The NGX All Share Index climbed 0.22%, largely due to a significant 10% surge in Oando stock. Konoe also finished up 9.72% in the uptake, UBA 6.54% in the green, Eternal Oil 6.16%, Zenith Bank, Access Score, and UBA led the market in terms of trading volume with 54.85 million units exchanged. On the value front, Oando took the top spot with trades worth 3.20 billion naira. So mixed performances were reported among major markets across African frontiers on Monday. Look at the Egyptian exchange, that saw a 0.55% decline, closing down by 0.55%. Well, meanwhile, the Nairobi Securities Exchange in Kenya managed to stay in the positive territory, up by 0.08%. If we turn to West Africa, we've got the PRVM Regional Exchange, that's in Abidjan, posting a solid gain of 0.84%. However, the Ghana Stock Market Index experienced a pullback by 0.27%. In the Southern African region, markets also faced pressure. So the Zimbabwe Stock Exchange Main Index continued its Friday route down a sharp 1.25% on Monday, while the Johannesburg Stock Exchange in South Africa shed 0.29%. Let's get back on Broad Street, where overnight lending rates among commercial banks expanded sharply by 224 basis points to 22.3%, taking its cue from the system liquidity position of last Friday. And in fixed income trading in the Treasury bills secondary market was positive as the average yield contracted by 11 basis points to finish off at 21.1%. We're looking at bonds. Activity in the Treasury bond secondary market was positive as the average yield contracted by 13 basis points to 18.5%. And how's our local currency doing here in Nigeria? We'll look at foreign exchange now, where the Naira appreciated by 0.8% to close at 1,585 Naira 77 kobo against the US dollar or the American greenback in the Nigerian Autonomous Foreign Exchange Market. That's as tracked via the FMDQ Securities Exchange. Global commodity prices. Now we look at oil. Brent oil prices slid in Asian trade on Tuesday as concern about a sluggish economy in China bringing down demand outweighed the impact of a blockade of oil production facilities in Libya, that's in the north of Africa. Well, Brent crude futures were down 37 cents or 0.48% to $77.15 a barrel by 1:56 Greenwich Mean Time. The U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude, which did not have a Monday settlement because of the U.S. Labor Day holiday, was 28 cents up from its Friday close of $73.55 a barrel. And then that's the package of the show for today, the 3rd of September. I am Aramide for Lauren Shaw, and we wish you a great day ahead, everyone. It's bye for now.
This is 95.3 Business Now.